Hey twin flamers, hey my sweet souls. So today I'm going to do an overall general energy read for you guys for the twin flames, divine counterparts for the end of May and June. Okay, so I'm not going to spend too much on the end of May since it is literally the end of May, but I'll pull a few cards for the energy and then we'll dive into June. So I hope everybody's doing well. I missed you guys talking about this stuff. You know, I get way more in depth with twins than I do general tarot because twins are just my thing. Twins are my specialty. Trying to think. I did have some major downloads the past few days of the twins talking. And the main channel that stood out to me, not last night's dream, but 2 nights before that, was also a channel that the masculine, when he spoke to the divine feminine, she like took his arm, and the divine masculine said, don't tell me that we don't know each other anymore. Like, the divine feminine was really acting like, you know, very mousy, very, didn't know if touching him was okay, didn't know if looking at him a certain way was okay. And it's like subconsciously, subliminally, she was asking permission to take his arm. And he just looked at her and said, don't tell me that you don't know me and we don't know each other anymore. Take it how it resonates. So, let's get some general energies for the end of May for you guys. Here we go. Okay, I'm going to cut the cards one more time. End of May for my twins. Okay, Page of Cups in reverse. So this is the energy of lost love, of somebody needing to step forward and offer an apology or extend some sort of connection. And I feel like it's not because either party doesn't want to. I feel more like it's been blocked. Somebody's been blocked emotionally. So I don't think this is like literally blocking. I think it's somebody has been too blocked to communicate. Like they don't, very foggy headed, very, I don't know the right answer. I'm not thinking clearly. I've got too much on my plate. I can't think straight. I can't move forward or back. Like this is just more of a mental block than it is a physical block. I'm going to go out ahead and get my clarifiers out. Page of Cups, the overall energy for end of May for the twin flames. Yep. Okay. So blocked, feeling blocked with this soulmate, with this twin flame, and with this relationship. This was probably the most intense connection that you've ever experienced, you and your twin. And again, I'm feeling it's because there's a crossroads that somebody's feeling about. And so interactions and interactions have been blocked. Communication has been blocked. The harmony and the cooperation that was once there, the partnership that was once there, has come to an intersection and no one knows where to go because everything's so feels tainted on the 3D aspect, but it's like you guys already know. You can't, no matter how far, I'm getting a vision of somebody went somewhere, and it seems like no matter how far they go, if it's a different zip code, area code, overseas, you can't get away from this person. Their energy still lingers. So it's like on the 3D, it hasn't been that great, but you can still feel that person with you. The connection is still there. It's still lingering. It's more than lingering. And it's almost like you're still happy because you still feel their presence. They have not completely left. And you say, no, I'm not happy, but trust me, if their energy completely left you, you would not be as well off as you are right now. Because when that energy slips and leaves for good, it's a completely different feeling. So there's choices at the end of May. There's crossroads at the end of May. Possibility of some interactions. But for some reason, there's a blockage. There is a blockage of some sort. Maybe due to some sort of uncertainty, some sort of conflict that arose. I'm not gothic, you guys. I just got off of work. We wear black scrubs. I'm not Johnny Cash by any means. So I'm going to pull a card from your spirit guides. We're going to incorporate them in this because I feel like this is very deep spiritual reading. I just felt very connected today and the past few days. My third eye has just been like just opening the past week. It's been insane. It's been insane. Guys, please give me a message for the general energy of the Twin Flamers end of May. What's going on? What is the overall energy? Okay, so one flew out and on the floor. Okay, so this is partnership. Venus energy. Venus is very sexually enlightened energy, but I'm going to go ahead and consult the book on this one because this one can go either way. It's like a business ship or like a business or partnership that includes business, but we'll see. It kind of has a lot of different meanings. That's kind of why I want to read from the book. So let's see. There it is, 71. Oh, at the very end. Interesting. Okay. This consults your money, what you profit from, bargainings, and negotiations. So I told you it's a little bit of both. It's like money aspect plus compromise in a relationship. So let's read further. The abundantly prosperous and infinitely loving divine goddess Venus delights in guiding you in your business and money-making matters. As the goddess of love and relationships, she affirms that at the heart of all success in business, you'll find good relationships between people who trust one another. She points you to new levels of mastery in applying love in order to create the most advantageous business partnerships possible. She wants to move you past any resistance to her garden of earthly abundance and learn the art of creating prosperity and success. With her assistance, you'll find that you genuinely love what you're doing professionally and have a new appreciation for those you work with. This win-win approach to business will empower your efforts, and soon you'll find yourself in a state of grace when it comes to succeeding on the material plane. With Venus as your divine mentor, you'll be guided to the right place at the right time and be blessed in the right ideas to create a successful outcome for all. Let your heart be as generous as possible in your work, and approach it as an art whose creations you delight in. Guard against becoming greedy or drunk with materialisms. Venus' message for you is business is an art which you can master if you work from the heart and work with love. So this tells me that I feel like this is the divine feminine energy, hence the Venus, the goddess. Due to this blockage, I feel like the feminine is kind of overindulging in work-related matters, new partnership, new business partnerships, new jobs. And it's like you have found your match with this, and it's bringing you back to life. I really, really feel like this is bringing you back to life, and I think this is just the beginning and opening up doors to you to allow abundance to come in, to flow in. Not only business and money-wise, but love-wise. It's like you're loving yourself, allowing yourself to have this job that you like and adore and that stimulates your mind, that you're not so focused on your masculine, which is innately and irrevocably pulling them towards you. And you don't even realize this. And I think that's why it kind of goes hand in hand, the 50-50 of you can't see it, money in the trees and hearts. So there's a heart, and then there's two things of money in the tree, and then another heart and three things of money. So within you finding your balance, finding your purpose, and something you really enjoy doing and are good at, it's bringing in your love abundance as well, and then inadvertently bringing your passion and your counterpart back to you, because this passion is driving you towards healing yourself, being happy within yourself, and doing it within your twin as well, your divine counterpart. Because it's not just like the saying, when you're happy, I'm happy. No, literally with twins, that is how it goes. So what can the twins look forward to the end of May? End of May. I'm already getting myself confused. End of May. What can we look forward to for the end of May? The moon. This could go good or bad. I'm on the floor, so I'm going to be going back and forth between knees and sitting crisscross applesauce. The moon. Could be anxieties, could be hidden fears. We'll see. End of May. So I feel like this is more of a lot of anxiety going on within this divine union about a commitment that's not being talked about, a commitment that has been blocked recently. Nobody's talking, nobody's doing anything. They both know that they want this commitment, this higher level commitment, this traditional commitment. They both know they want these vows. And ironically, I don't see this really group as a group that goes by society rules. I feel like you already know you're married in your heart. You already know that you're each other's person. Whether you never see each other again, don't talk that day, it's like you already know. You both already know, right? So there's hidden fears towards the end of May about this commitment, about it coming into fruition, about if it's ever going to really work or not. If these videos and these ideas and the things you feel in your heart and the things left unsaid hold value enough to the other person to want this commitment. It's like that feeling of, am I going crazy? Am I the only person feeling this and experiencing this connection? So there's hidden aspects of this. There's hidden fears. But guess what? the other party, the other divine partner, feels the exact same way. They're very anxious. It may not look the same to you as it does to them, but I promise you, I feel it. The anxiousness of this not coming to a commitment back together to fruition. Is this my one? All those insecurities are popping up, that it may or may not ever happen, or that it may not work out. All these insecurities coming up at the end of May. Okay? So, one last card for end of May. 2 cards apparently. We have Spirit's telling you to be brave as you go forth. And you wouldn't be here if you weren't brave. You wouldn't be in this divine partnership if you weren't brave. But it's saying there is going to be some level of big boyness, big girlness that you're going to have to embrace towards the end of May to trudge forward if you really want to. And I feel like your guides are in front of you, behind you, and there's going to be naysayers. I feel like there's some people who are against your union, who are against this partnership. And it's saying you're going to have to be brave against this. And you will. I already feel like you will. Invention. This is kind of my card of manifestation. And you know how I love the theory of manifestation. But this is merely saying your life is an invention in itself, and you are the creator. This person has an easel, a blank easel. And there's all these things. It's like you can go to the best valley, with the most beautiful flowers, to the ocean, and still have negative thoughts in there and still create something bad for you. So you're your own inventor. What you believe, what you say, what you think will ultimately create it. So you need to be brave and create what you really want. It's the end of May. It's time to start manifesting. It's start creating what you want for June. Today's actions will create tomorrow's future. Today's words or lack of will create tomorrow's future. And it just goes and goes and goes like a domino effect. So it's make it or break it time. So let's get started with June, because this is going to be a fab month. I just feel it. I feel a lot of people are going to struggle getting off and going, but due to healing. I feel like there's a lot of healing still going down, and some people, especially masculines, are procrastinating in this, and some females, but alright. Month of May, what is the overall energy for the twin flames? Oh, it's told to break it. Okay. Month of June, here we go. Month of June. Overall energy. The Ace of Swords. Still blocking communication, I see. Okay. No words exchanged. Still the blocking of communication. Nobody is speaking their truth. Both parties are at a stalemate. No justice, no truth being served. What is this about, really? Okay, we have the Queen of Swords. So a lot of communication that is not being had, and I feel like it's due to someone not being receptive to communication. This person is very intelligent. They tend to be a no-nonsense person, very independent, and it's like they have maybe cut off communication due to the loss and the sorrow that they have dealt with in the past. Not necessarily meaning you. It's just kind of what they've conditioned to themselves. They find you as intimidating, and I feel like they are being intimidating at the moment. But in their mind, I kind of feel like they have told themselves that you have died, that you no longer exist, that this doesn't exist anymore, to kind of help them detach from the situation. And so that's where I feel like the blockage is coming from. Now, give me a second. I'm going to turn off my fan, because I just realized that it may be hindering my cards, and I don't like things that hinder my cards. So, let's see how the divine masculines are viewing the feminines at this moment. Nine of Swords. Someone that is not lacking on communication. Somebody that comes in fast. Somebody that will come in fast as soon as they get communication. Somebody that speaks their truth no matter what. They feel like that you want truth and that you've communicated that to them or will communicate that to them. They see you as somebody that will give them the truth, no BS, no sugarcoating, and you do it rather quickly. I also see this as like that person that's like, okay, you know how it drives men absolutely bonkers that women or the women or men, it can go either way, but they respond immediately, and males typically don't do that. And then they'll send a message and the female's already like have a whole paragraph typed out. That's the kind of vision I'm getting. And that's because we are decisive. We don't need to think about things. We don't need to have a 15-minute let me think about how I should respond. We just know. We know what we want to say. We know immediately how that made us feel, what we feel about it, what we want to say about it, what you should say about it. Like, we're just, males and females, or masculine and feminine energies are just so opposite. And I don't think this masculine has realized that yet. And it takes a very mature person in general to understand the different psychologies of male and female versions. We are, females, feminines, energies are very descriptive. We're very detailed. And the opposite sex is not like that. They'll say yes or no, and we'll come out with a full blanket message, right? So this is kind of how they're viewing you. Let's get a clarifier. Again, they view you as somebody, as the Nine of Cups. Not only do you make them happy, and you've made them happy in the past, But this is also them viewing you as someone that you know what you want, and you are not afraid to say it. No matter if it cuts them down, if it's harsh, if it's magical, you know what you want and you express it. They also see you as somebody that likes to please other people. I see, like you like to maybe not host events, but when you do, you go all out. So they may feel like you try to please others too much, but they also know something about you is that you don't care that they look down upon that, because that's who you are. It makes you happy to make other people happy. And my point in giving you that example, because it just came to my head, is, again, they're viewing you as somebody that knows what they want. You're not just doing stuff like this by people pleasing, putting on shows, putting on, making 10 course, for parties and just going extravagant for everyone and everything, and like putting on a show for people. You're doing it because it makes you happy. And I feel like they're starting to realize this, when before they looked at it as a negative, and now they're just seeing it as a independent. They're seeing it in a different perspective, of a more respective way. Like in the past, they may have viewed it as something passive and shallow, and now they're just seeing it as, or low self-esteem, and now they're just seeing it as, no, they genuinely like to do this. So they're actually showing respect to themselves and their true nature by living up to what they really like and not caring what other people think. They also see you as their muse, their good fortune, somebody that brings them prosperity. And it's like you talk them up when they're down. This person may be 80% of the time negative energy, and you as the feminine bring them up, talk them up. And again, at first they thought it was a facade. Now they're saying, no, that's this person's true nature. And it's like you're going through healings, feminines, and the masculines are going through an inkling, an epiphany of the way they used to see things versus now. You know what you want, and you do it, and you speak it into life. So, there's that. So what do the masculines want from you? That was 3 cards. And again, this is why, I love you guys, is because I wouldn't take all this in a general reading, but you have my heart. Okay. What they want from you guys. This is kind of contradictory, but okay. They want to bring, overall what this means is they want to bring the balance and the harmony back into the relationship, because something has left them emotionally unfulfilled. So they know the answer to this is bringing balance. They want fulfillment again with you, whether that is just talking or whether that is going back to routine and sitting on the couch and watching movies, whether that is I don't know, helping each other. Whatever your scenario was in the past, they want that back. That's what they want from you. Doesn't mean they're taking action towards it, because this is not action. That's not what I asked. This is what they subconsciously and initially and physically want. They want to be fulfilled again and bring the balance back again. But they don't want to show you, they want you to be not so emotional. They want you to be not so needy in the process. They want you to be happy and be self-sufficient and independent and happy without needing them 24/7, without needing that reciprocation, that acknowledgement of love. Let's get some clarifiers. I have my own perception of that, but I'm not even going to go there. Clarifying that is the Page of Cups. So, they do want to reach out to you and conversate with you. They want to tell you about all these dreams they've been having about you, because I do see that they've been dreaming a lot. And I'm hearing for some of them are saying, I hardly ever even remember my dreams. But they want to, it's like they want to help you. They want to offer help. Like I'm getting that they maybe had a dream that you needed help with something. And it's like they have this over emotional stimulation now that they need to come to you and help you and save you and you know. Anyways, they want to reach out to you and offer you. Also, I'm hearing that they've been getting all these ideas after these dreams of like things you guys could do or plan, and it's like they want to communicate that with you. But they've created such a tussle in your communication blockages that it's going to be hard to go from not communicating or what you guys are going through. I'm not saying not everybody's not communicating or in separation or whatever, but whatever your situation has been, it's like it's going to be hard to go from this to, hey, I had this idea the other day that we could da-da-da-da-da. They know it's not that simple, right? But it's like through these dreams, through these healings, they've had some emotional growth. And they're so wanting direly to communicate with you and tell you about all of these cool things that they've happened about. It's like that scenario, you know, when you break up with somebody or you haven't talked to somebody in so long, your best friend or boyfriend or girlfriend or whatever, or your mom, and you hear something funny that you guys used to joke about or they thought was funny, and you immediately text them or send them a GIF or send them a meme. It's that type of energy. Like they want to tell you so much. And I feel like that's ultimately that's what they want. And it's just like they kind of know that you're the one. They don't know if it's going to work out or not, but it's like they can see themselves marrying you. They can see the picture of you guys being engaged. To maybe some of them have had, and I almost feel like for a few of you that you're not even together, and they had a dream of how they proposed to you, and it's like, what? Like what? And they're just wanting to tell you about all this, and it's a very gentle, warming, childlike energy. It really is adorable. So let's see. What action are they going to take towards you in June? What action will they take towards you in June? I'm not saying anything until I get the clarifier. Not saying a word. So, I feel like the action or the energy that they're going to be in is kind of disappointing in a way. Because if they do communicate at all or they come towards you, it's like they're going to be on the defense about the heartbreak that they're going through, about the mental entrapment that they're in. They can't see past, they don't have the energy nor the confidence to make this happen. They have all these, they're daydreaming about what it could be like and dreaming literally about it, and then they wake up and they feel like it's unrealistic. And so they, go in circles of this mental anguish, and then they come back to the same resolution of conflict. How can we go from this to this? How do I know it won't end up in another explosive situation? A tower where we fall out situation. So they feel that their visions are more of a fantasy world. And they feel like your positivity in this situation is an illusion as well, as unrealistic. So the action they're going to take towards you is they're still going to be hurt. They still feel stuck and trapped in this heartbreak. You did a number on them. For whoever this is talking about, you broke each other's heart because it started off as a very innocent, emotional, spiritual, forever binding situation. And it's almost like I'm hearing, I broke my own heart. And they know that they did this to themselves, and then you came into the mix and helped them out with it. There's a lot of gossip and lies going on, but I feel like they're just still going into this as if you guys were to communicate, they're still going to be on the defense mode. And I feel like whatever happened, it's kind of put a damper on their self-confidence. So let's see how you're going to respond to this, feminines. Okay, we have the Hermit and the Temperance. So you could be dealing with a Virgo, or you could be dealing with a Sagittarius, or these people could just be acting in that energy. You're going to respond, feminines, by backing up, going within, doing some inner conversating, and trying to find balance in the situation. This is you sitting there. I'm fine the way they respond to me. I know the truth. I'm going to go within and find my answers of why is this person acting with this? Oh, okay, now I get it. I'm finding balance within myself. I'm doing my own thing. And I don't need their response to know what I already know. Ace of Swords. You're having a breakthrough. You're having a new way of thinking with the Hermit. You're seeing your true purpose, and you're triumphing over all the struggle that you've went through with this person. I feel like you are really healing from this person. And you really, really do. I feel like you're reached some sort of level within yourself of healing, that it's almost like you've come to an epiphany. You've come to an epiphany. It's like before, when this first started happening, back to the very beginning of when you guys met, feminines, that the initial separation, the initial detachment, had you so painfully, like you were drunk on pain. You were in a place that you couldn't crawl out. A dark night of the soul, a depression. I can't think straight. I can't move. I can't wake up. Like there was just so, it was like quicksand. The more you tried, the worse it got. But now, it doesn't hurt as bad anymore. And you're seeing that this person, your counterpart, will always be at a crossroads. So you're having your own mental clarity, your own mental breakthrough of, you know what? Whether this person figures it out, whether this person grows up and sees what we have, and as long as I'm stuck in indecision, this person will be too. So I'm making the decision to heal. And you're so happy when you find out, when you go within, that it doesn't hurt anymore. You're not scared anymore. And then if it's meant to be, it'll be. But from here on out, I'm not going to sit around while you're waiting to see if I'm your person or not, to see if you love me and not, to grow up, to see me, to make me important in your life. Because I'm important in mine. And I don't need this. I don't want this. I want a partner who doesn't come to a crossroads about me. So you're healing this time round. And it's different. It's just different. It doesn't hurt as bad anymore. Because you found self-love. You found self-respect. This is the breakthrough you needed. And you're coming out so triumphant. And you're not even wishing anything bad upon this person. You're wishing them well. So let's see the final outcome for this group. Woo, heavy, heavy, heavy. Final outcome for this group for June. Final outcome for this group for June. Page of Pentacles. A new message, a new opportunity, growth, abundance. Somebody's offering something. Small offer, kind of immature, but there's growth there. There's green, fertility, abundance. Peacocks are kind of considered as royalty. And the High Priestess popped out. I tried to put it back and it pops right back out. So this is intuition. This is subconscious knowing. So somebody is offering something, and there's already an inner knowing that this person is going to offer it. Two of Pentacles. Finally balancing out projects. Making choices. This is cooperation. I really feel like this is somebody figuring out what they want, and the indecision finally stops. Finally listening to your intuition, and finally knowing this is what I want. So in the feminine's aspect, I feel like this is okay. You're indecisive, masculine. I am not. I know what I want, and I want you, but I do not want all the indecision that lingers with you. I'm sorry, my bunny just hopped so high beside me. It was so cute. He's doing it. He's trying to get my attention. Okay. So, this is the masculine on his deep hermit mode, going within and seeking the truth of, why am I always indecisive? I need to know. Is it my defense mode? Is it this person that I'm not supposed to be with? What is this cycle that keeps repeating itself over and over and over? I have stamina at the beginning, and then it just falls short. I have monetary exchange, and then it falls short. So this is, I feel like, him offering a new small opportunity to the feminine and cooperating in a way that they can figure it out together. It's not a long promise. It's a small opportunity. He's made a choice to pick the feminine. He's made a choice to give it a chance. And he goes into it knowing that, I'm not quite certain if this is my own pattern or if it's my feminine, this person that I'm trying again with. But I'm willing to see it out. I'm willing to be decisive for this one moment in time. And if it fails, then I know, and I'll continue my journey elsewhere. But he's coming in on the inner guidance. Pretty cool. Awesome. So I do feel like you guys are mirroring each other in the aspect where you've come to a crossroads. And again, it's not the crossroads, even though you're mirroring each other because you're twins and you're indecisive together, but it looks different. You make choices, finally make a choice, but it looks different. And you're just mirroring each other back and forth, back and forth. And I feel like you're figuring it out. I do. So let's get some last messages from your spirit guides. We'll do a masculine, a feminine, and then the overall combined energies. So what is your message for the masculines? And these aren't reversals. These crack me up. Gifts. You are receiving gifts of knowledge, divine masculine. And this could literally be the divine masculine's giving gifts to his feminine, to others. But what this is ultimately saying is you are about to experience in June the gift of joy again. I feel like some divine masculines have been on the down and out for a while. And it was nothing you did. It was nothing the feminine did. It's like this thing that's been here for generations and generations. It's trickled into your childhood and trickled into your energy, which trickled into the people you put in your life, and just kept going and going and going to where you stopped feeling joy because there was so much disappointment that you are about to receive, whether with or without your feminine, an immense amount of joy. And it's going to feel like you're a kid at Christmas because you're like, wait, I'm happy for no reason. I'm never happy for no reason. And you're going to be questioning it, and then you're just going to go with it because it feels fucking awesome. You're getting into good energy. Feminines, what is your message from your guides? Leadership. You're in leadership mode, or you need to take leadership mode. And I feel like for some of you, this is in your partnership, but I don't like that. I don't really like that message, because I feel like this is the masculine's time to figure shit out and take the lead. So why I feel like this, it really, to me, is your work, your purpose, your soul purpose. You taking the lead on your own life and fulfilling your own life, and not looking back in the past or in the future, being present in the moment and leading and guiding and support others that need you. And you're going to do it, and it's saying you're going to be successful in it. And you hear the calling, you feel the calling, so just do it. Go with it. What is the combined mutual energies for the twin flames? Okay, these two popped out. I do feel like this is a couple that's not going through a great time. See, he's trying to get my attention. Hey guys. Okay, so the couples are feeling very discontent without each other. And this doesn't mean, this could mean your separation, could mean non-communication, but this could mean you are in union and you're just going through a rough time. Regardless, this is you guys feeling genuinely discontent. It's like your muse is gone. The person who talked you up, the person who pissed you off, the person who, said, let's go do this weekend, the person that inspired you. You're feeling discontent. Something's missing. Some joy is missing. And then also, I love this, the unconditional love that you have for each other. This is the mutual energy. It's like you're discontent because you don't feel that anymore. You don't have your unconditional partner. The ride or die, the I'll fuck you over once or twice, I hurt your feelings, but you're still going to be there because we have this connection that we can't quite figure out. Unfortunately. Or fortunately. I hate to put it that way, but my true twin flamers know what I mean by going through the depths of hell with this, because it's not fun to view yourself. It's not fun to look in a mirror to see yourself. It's not fun for somebody to hurt you and realize they're my mirror. And those are things I have to overcome, and triggers I have to overcome in order to find peace and love within this person. Because they're just mirroring back things to you that you need to heal, that you're insecure about. So, the mutuals or energies are discontentment with this partner that you feel unconditional love with. So, we'll see. I think there should be lots of healing going on, and I'm looking at the World card right here, and there will be an end result coming soon. And it speaks of perfect unity, reconciliation, harmony coming within, triumph and success after self-expression, a completion of a cycle, and plans of travel. So, I hope this helps. Let me know if anything resonated with you guys. If not, I will see you guys in July. Bye.